Hello everybody, my name is Mathis, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. It is only been the first few hours here of our survivor, Ryan, as he attempts to leave his shelter for the first time and kind of make his way in this hellish landscape that is now the world. Last episode was an interesting one. Like I said, it was our first one, and in doing so, we came across some very interesting things. Specifically, if we take a look at our map, the map is rather large. We actually found something that mapped out this entire area for us. Now, the colored areas is everything we explored, but up north, if you look, we actually went to a farmhouse, which was a very interesting exploration thing for us, because in that farmhouse, we came across a barn that was closed and all the windows were boarded up. We also heard some noises coming from inside there, at least I think I heard some noises coming from inside there, that kind of indicated that maybe there might be some zombies locked away inside that farmhouse, and I don't necessarily want to crack that open. It's tempting, but I'm not going to do it quite yet. At least I don't think so. The house itself had some very interesting and useful supplies. There's also a water pump up there. But the house itself told an interesting story. There was a military vest that was laying in the bed that we actually ended up taking and wearing, as it's going to provide a little bit of armor, and obviously it has some pockets for us to kind of store things in. It also had a survivalist map, and that is something that I can imagine that maybe only the military, those types of people, would carry around them. And that survivalist map maps the entirety of things you see here. Do you see how big everything is? It stops about here, but all of this was stuff that was marked and mapped on the survivalist map. Maybe it was more ex-military than military, because it doesn't really pinpoint like military bases necessarily. What it does is it marks useful areas, obviously entire towns and cities, but important buildings within those cities. Like up here in this red, we can take a look. Oh, this is a gun store on the south outskirts of Nashville Plantation. Up here, we've got an entire city, and then we've got, what is this? A manhole in the southeast, and then a grocery store and a gas station. So it's basically got all these cities, and then they're all completely marked up with the useful buildings in those cities. So that was an incredible find. However, we're still a little bit low on the clothing option, and we don't really have a good weapon yet, which is something we're going to be looking at doing. Other thing I need to make sure that I am attempting to do is layer my clothing. So if we hit the plus sign, we can actually go into the layers, going from innermost all the way out to outermost. So we have our socks, boxer shorts, jeans, and then long sleeve shirt and all that stuff. Basically, the clothing that we have, we want to be putting on and layering. So the skirt and all that stuff that we may have left behind, we may actually want to throw on if we did end up taking it. No, we did take the dress. So if I put this on and we wear it, and then we go into... Hello, everybody. Sorry about that little cut there. That was me pressing the wrong button. I dropped the blanket. So apparently, I don't know where it actually ended up getting cut off, where I was speaking. That was dumb. So in order to cut up a blanket, which is where I was kind of going with initially, it's not something you actually have to do like in the menu. What you have to do is you actually have to butcher the blanket. You stand on top, you hit Shift B, and then with the butcher command is how you cut up a blanket. So we go ahead and hit enter on that, and we get 10 rags out of that, which is awesome. So we can hit G on the rags, and we can go ahead and pick up all 10 rags and grab that. I also want to pick up the crowbar as well. So that being said, I kind of want to start looking to... There's a lot of things I want to do here. We have food. I want to make like a stockpile of food and a stockpile of water on the ground. And we're going to need to start boiling and cooking food. However, we don't have anything, I don't think, that I can pour the water into to boil it. That's something we actually are going to need to get. This plastic bottle of lamp oil isn't going to help us. The survivor's map, we can actually just go ahead and drop this now, because if we open up our map, I don't know actually how to change layers, so let me go upstairs real quick. Yeah, everything stays marked on our map. Like I guess the idea is that we have our own map, and we don't necessarily need to worry about that. If we cut this thing up, can we get this? Assembly may yield 10 paper. Yeah, we'll go ahead and disassemble the survivor's map. I don't think we need it anymore. So let's go over here, and let's just start dropping down food that we've picked up. So I think the way we can drop multiples, I don't know. I don't know how to drop multiples. What if I hit Shift D? We'll drop here. And then okay, so Shift D gives us the drop in big commands. Sorry, what? Okay, there we go. Oh, we want to drop the hops flowers, bag of plastic marshmallows, hang onto the clean water. We'll get rid of the protein powder, small plastic bottle of water, and the tin can of peaches. We'll go ahead and drop all of those on the ground as it is. So we'll have a pile of food sitting right there. And then if we hit Shift D again and drop off to the other right-hand side, the other side of the fire, is there anything else I really want to kind of dump over here? Not really. I don't know what the standpipe maintenance log is yet. I'm not sure. We're getting hungry, though, which is kind of an issue. So we're going to need to do something about that. Also, that folded emergency blanket, we should maybe wear it. All right, let's actually go ahead and hit E and go up, and we can crack that. The crate had nothing in it. You pry, but you can't pop the crate. There we go. It took us about 5 tries. We finally popped the crate. There was nothing in it. We'll go for the diagonal one. You hear a crunch. There's nothing in it. Nothing in it. Nothing in it. Okay. That's unfortunate that the crates were empty, but it could be good just like wood that we could eventually crack. So we're going to take things a little bit slow. If I want to eat these peaches, how do I do it? I want to activate them. You eat your peaches and syrup fresh. So that didn't do much for us. There's one more portion in there. So we're going to go ahead and activate those as well. And now we have an empty tin can. Okay, our hunger went away. And now we have just an empty tin can. I'm curious if we can use this to maybe boil some water. Is it on the ground? Did we drop it on the ground? No. Pair of scissors, spray can, pocket knife, steak knife, umbrella, wrench, matchbook. It's our crowbar, hammer. Can I wear this? We can unfold this. You unpack your folded emergency blanket for use. And then if we wear it, your torso is very encumbered. Dodging and melee is hampered. So we have an emergency blanket now on us. It's encumbrance 50 and warmth 50. So this could be just something we want to only wear occasionally. Like when we're really starting to freeze. So let's actually take this off. Where did that tin can go? Does it just go away? Open tin can right there. Can I examine it? Drop. There's got to be... What the... No. That's not the button I wanted to do. Tin can. Opened tin can. Drop it. I just want to look at it and see if I can use it to boil. It has a boiling 2 quality. So we can, which is great. So we can take all of our water that is not boiled and actually boil it and make it clean. That's super, super, super good. Now, it's going to take a while probably because it can't boil a ton. But we can boil it. So let's actually go ahead and maybe try and do that. So if we go to our crafting menu and we go to food, we can actually make clean water. One tool with boiling of 1 or more, which is what we have, and we have water. So we can go ahead and boil some water. You don't have anything to store clean water in. Oh. Then why does it say I can make it? That confuses me greatly. We can also make protein powder. I guess we need an empty something to store it in? So if we don't have anything to store it, why does it tell me I can make it? The game is very good about, I guess usually very good about not allowing you to do anything without you having the opportunity to. What I mean by that is, basically, it's really good at, like, not letting you make things if you don't have the things to make it. And this is, I guess, different. So we can actually make a bunch of clothing as well, which we may want to do. I also really, really, really want to make, like, a makeshift spear. Pointy stick. Heavy stick or 2x4. I mean, it's probably better than nothing. A shoulder strap allows the rifle to be worn over your shoulder. Well, we don't have to worry about any of that. Why don't we go ahead and make a pointy stick? A simple wood pole with a sharp end. We might as well, because we don't really have much of a weapon. We could make this... We could make a glass shiv. Cut 6. Bash 4. Pierce 8. Sure, let's go ahead and make this with a 2x, with the heavy stick that we have. Okay, so we have a crafty stick now. A pointy stick. That's good. So we have a plastic bottle of clean water on us, I guess. Protein powder, small plastic of bottle of water. So why can't... So... Okay, so why can't I put the water in the tin and then then boil it in the tin and then put it back from the tin into the bottle? That's what I'm confused about. I feel like that should be something I can do. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to work it in my head, like, what am I doing wrong? So what if I go into my inventory and take the small plastic of bottled water, unload it, pour it into a container. I don't have any, okay. So we'll just ignore it then. I guess I'm just going to drop this then. Small plastic bottle of water. We're going to go ahead and drop it. I guess it's just going to sit there. That's fine. That's really weird. I don't understand why it's not letting me. Because in my mind, like, I could just pour it from the bottle into the container and then back from the container back into the bottle after it's boiled. How strange. Can I do anything else? Do I have anything else that I want to get rid of, maybe? Plastic bottle of lamp oil. What if we dump this? Let's just go dump it in here. Maybe I can actually do something with this plastic bottle of lamp oil. We will unload it and pour it onto the ground. And we'll just pour it up. Okay, so what about now? Does that count? Clean water. No. No. Pour it into a container. Yeah! Rock floor, small plastic bottle, small plastic bottle. Wait, what? No, you dumb shit. What are you doing? I want to make clean water. Pour it into a container. Into that. You craft clean water from memory. So I'm doing it, I'm assuming? I have to be doing it, right? You pour clean water. So I must be boiling water somewhere nearby. Okay. So I made some clean water. Okay. Cool. We made it. Clean water. I'm accepting that I did it, and even if it doesn't make sense in my mind, I did it. So this pointy thing we're going to wield. We're going to store the nail board in our inventory. Yeah, let's do it, and let's actually take a look and compare them. So, I don't... Okay, that's fine. As I said when I started the series, you have to be a little patient with me when it comes to certain things, as I'm trying to learn. Okay, the other thing I want to do is I want to maybe make like a turban, something to keep our head warm. We're not wearing anything on our head right now. It's going to take 8 rags to do it. We could also make a bindle. So what this is disassembling this item. Oh, yeah, this is, you're ready for a trip down some tracks, also known as a hobo stick. It's basically rags wrapped around a stick that we use as like a makeshift backpack. We could also make a chest wrap, but I think we're okay on the chest right now. I'm thinking of just making a turban, rags worn around the head, and we can go ahead and keep our face or our head warm. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and take the turban that we just made, and we will equip it. Or wear it, rather. So now we have a turban on our heads, which is going to keep our head just a little bit more warm. All right, cool. Let's unload the rest of the... I want to unload right over here. Let's go ahead and just drop a bunch of the other stuff we don't necessarily need, just to free up some of our space. I'm going to drop one of the lighters. And I'm going to drop the spray can. Going to keep... let's drop the umbrella. I don't know if the wrench is going to be super valuable while out and exploring. And we'll leave the... We'll actually leave the tin can here as well. And all the scrap metal, because I don't know what to do with it. And, of course, the nail. And that's going to basically, like, free up a ton of space for us. Yeah, we're doing all right. And we have to make a decision now as to where we want to go next. We also don't know the time of day. All right, it's still daytime out because we don't have a watch or anything. We just know that it's daytime, more or less. So, if we pop open the map, we have a couple of choices here. We can go back to the farmhouse and open up that barn and find out what's in there because I'm very, very, very curious. Or we can go west. And if you head on to the small town of Baltimore here, and there's a few places that are marked. A military surplus store, which I can imagine would be very valuable. A grocery store, which obviously is also super valuable. And then things around the street we may not know. Like, there's probably a house, there's probably a bunch of houses that we can go to and loot. My only concern is that along the way... Spotted decayed pouncer. Which if we hit Shift V, we can actually look. Oh, cool. So the decayed pouncer is north. We're going to ignore it for now. And we're just going to head... Let's head towards the town. Spotted Zombear. Okay, that's a first. A Zombear. There he is. Of course, he's near the road. This black bear's eyes ooze with black fluid, and its flesh is torn and scarred. It shuffles as it walks. It is hostile. It may see me, which would be a problem. I'm going to head south real quick and see what's going on over here. What is this? A signal flare amongst a bunch of rocks. So maybe somebody was here at some point and tried to use the flare and failed. The bear is horrifying to the point of, like, not wanting to go that way. But I think I'm going to go. I'm going to pass a few turns and see. Yeah, he's not. Oh. We just saw the vision cone for us, like, go a lot smaller. And that means that it's probably turning to night. So, or at least slowly turning night. I'm going to try and avoid the bear. Is he coming to me? I'm trying to avoid the bear. Let's actually take a look. Spotted zombie scientist. Safe mode is on. Where? It's our first zombie. Is it north here? No, that's the bear. I'm not seeing him on the map. We were heading south, so I imagine... Okay, there he is. And there's also other things here. Like, panties, pants, a bra, lab coat, pair of dress shoes, and a sweatshirt, and a taser. I've never come across a zombie scientist before. And just a signal flare. Let's see what it says about the zombie scientist. Apart from the jet black eyes, it would be easy to believe this scientist was still alive. Clad in a tattered lab coat, it looks to have some measure of situational awareness and resourcefulness. So there's basically a glint of intelligence in this guy's eyes, which obviously scares me. Because, you know, zombies that have a glint of intelligence are a lot more capable of doing more things than biting. And it is now pouring. I'm gonna head home. I don't want to go out as the sun starts to set. So I'm gonna stay in here, and I'm gonna pass turns until it is dark out and we go to bed. Should I be passing the turns? I'm actually like stuck on like what I should be doing here. You know what? Let's examine the trees and the shrubs. The shrubs are empty. We hear a distant rumble of thunder, so it's we're in a position of bad weather, and we're getting soaked. We're also getting hungry. I'm gonna try and maybe get back to where those dogs were. You spotted a dog, okay. And maybe we'll murder a dog for some food. I'm actually going to turn safe mode off and head up towards the dog specifically. And there he is. So if we're going to get up to the dog, how do I actually attack? I'm actually going to see if I can figure out... Is it just S? Because if it's S, that's smash, but maybe it's the same thing. Picking up items, debug keys. Okay, none of this, it's surprising, but none of the controls on my little control cheat sheet tell me how to attack. How to attack in Cataclysm DDA. Perfect. How do I attack stuff? Perfect. Yeah, okay. Okay, no. Okay, what is the attack button? These are, this Reddit post is like filled with things that are overly complicated. Welcome to Cataclysm. The moose is our version of a welcome mat. You have been killed by a dozen, okay. You need to craft a weapon. Craft things in the system, make this bad boy. When you have the knife spear or whatever, you can hit F to make ranged attacks. So I guess I would use F? Whoa, 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 whoa! Where'd that cougar go? Oh, I turned off safe mode. Okay, well. We might be dead. Okay, a cougar just showed up. And let me examine it real quick. That is dirt. Okay, well, that's not what I was looking to do. The eastern cougar, a large feline predator, once thought extinct in this region. Conservation efforts were successful in restoring a thriving population. So if I want to attack it, F down. You hit the cougar for critical damage, and then he's gonna back up. And then he's gonna come back, probably. The dog is coming over here. And then I'm gonna go F down. I miss. Okay. You dodge the dog. The dogs are now also attacking me. So we're gonna swing at the dog. So the way wildlife works is like... Ooh, my backpack was cut. Okay, could you stop? Thank you. Oh my god, the dog bit my rear leg. So, this cougar comes in and just pounces me because I don't notice it and safe mode is off. Meanwhile, I start fighting off the cougar with my wooden spear. And what do the dogs do? They run in at this point and start nipping at me. The cougar rips my backpack and I ward it off and it takes a few steps back. And the dogs move in and start biting at my ankles. How frustrating. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, what's the point of fighting? Well, my guy is very sad with life. Ugh. Well, this could be the end of our life. Okay, Cougar might have actually just died. What happened there? Blood splatter, Cougar corpse. So the Cougar died. The Cougar started fighting the dogs and in the process ended up dying because of it. So I'm actually going to move in and try and fight him. I'm losing blood. I'm missing freaking horrendously. But I want the Cougar's body. You poke the dog for 8. Get it back, you damn dogs. Okay, I don't know what happened to my left leg. The dog hit me, I guess. Oh, there's a dog right there. I'm guarding my food like an actual wild animal. Alright. We might be able to ward them off. Okay, another one's dead. One's running. And the other one's running as well. Wow, that was awful. We won, but it was awful. We're gonna mutilate both of them. And then we're going to just take everything. And then run back home. A, B. Okay, we need to get out of here. Where are we? We're not far from home. So we fought and killed a cougar, and our head is completely destroyed. And the dog is coming back for more. Really, dog? Back off. Come on, I'm gonna let him chase me a little bit. Okay. And we're in. Wow. Well, we didn't go far, did we? No, we did not. We did not go far at all. And we got into a fight with a cougar and a few dogs. And we just ended up not doing well at all. Okay, so here's the thing. We at least got some food. I don't know if we actually can cook the food, though. We can. We can cook the meat. I just didn't know if we needed something to cook it on. Cook the meat. I'm just gonna keep on cooking. And, oh, our fire went out. Okay, gotcha. Well, let's smash... Let's, equip our hammer again. And then we'll store our pointy stick. You served us well, pointy stick. But for right now, I need to start smashing things and grabbing a 2x4. I just want to beat this thing up. There's nothing to smash. Great, great, great. 3 2x4s. Examine. Grab them. Nope. Examine. Grab them. I don't want to wield the 2x4. I just want, I want to put the... I want to put the hammer away. So why don't I just drop the 2x4 on our wooden stove. Drop. Do I have another one or no? Yeah, I have another one. Let's drop both of them. That's fine. Drop. And then we will use our lighter. Activate here. So we've got a fire up and running again. Not a bad thing. Cooked offal. Freshly cooked entrails. Unappetizing but filled with essential vitamins. We should cook it, but let's cook our meat first. Is there a way to, like, batch cook? Okay. We're in a lot of pain, but we're gonna eat first. some of the... We're going to eat some of the hot meat. And we're going to do it until our hunger goes away. So there's our hunger. We can actually still keep eating until we are full, which may be a good idea. And there we go. We are now full. Now, the question is, my head is completely beat up. If we actually look at our character, he's in 9% amount of pain and he's hot. If the wounds aren't bad, they should heal themselves over time. We're actually happy right now. We're in pain, but we're happy, which is surprising to me after that little ordeal that we went through. I'm curious if the dog stuck around. So let's actually go ahead and wield our little pointy stick. And let's go back outside and see if the dog ended up hanging out near the door. I'd like to just murder him if I can. Yeah, he's still here. I'm gonna let him kind of keep doing this. He's not doing much. My arm, he keeps getting at me and like taking little quick bites, but he's not getting through the armor. We should make some throwing sticks. In fact, let's go ahead and close this real quick. Can I make some throwing sticks right now? No. I don't see anything. Throwing. Nothing. Interesting. So I guess we're just gonna wait. He keeps nipping at me, but one of these days I'm gonna hit him. There we go. We got him. So he was almost dead. We had beaten him so badly. We just didn't need to do a little bit of damage for him, and then we were able to beat him up. So we tried to butcher him. Unfortunately, we got some bones, but other than that, that's all we got. We were too clumsy with our butchering to do much else. However, 3 dogs and a cougar as our first little kind of, I guess, fight. It's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not too bad. So let's actually drop. We can cook the offal. Where'd the bones go? I don't know what I can make with bones. I'm gonna drop them all though. Let's Shift D. I'm gonna drop them right where I'm standing. All the bones. I might eat some calcium tablets or something just to see if it helps with our healing. It didn't work. Why did it not work? So we dropped a bunch of bones on the floor. We're probably gonna be able to do stuff with that at some point, if we live that long. But other than that, it didn't do much. What's cudgel? A hit bonus of 8. So our pointy stick actually uses 100. It's faster. Yeah, I think our current one is a little bit better. Maybe it would be under ammo? I don't see it. I don't know what it would be under, but I know there's like, you can make sticks. Like throwing sticks. Let's cook the offal. It's always good to cook it as well because it actually will help our... It will help our skill go up. But this, for those who are maybe more seasoned at playing this game, you might be hurting, but I apologize. Let's go ahead and use this, and we'll pour it into a container. I'm gonna pour this protein. So the protein drink that we just made is actually gonna be good for us because it actually gives us a bunch of calories and is very, very useful. So let's actually go ahead and take a calcium tablet. And let's actually go ahead and take a gummy vitamin as well. And we're a little thirsty. We have clean water. Let's go ahead and activate and drink it. There we go. We're slaked and we're full. And we're basically just kind of waiting for ourselves to heal up. What an interesting opening like, second venture out into the world for dear Northern Lion here, decides to head back up to the farm if possible. Well, tries to head to the town, sees a zombie scientist, a zombie bear, and a zombie cougar. Decides to go north to fight some dogs for some food, and ends up getting jumped by a cougar, and then the pack of dogs, opportunistic little shits that they are, decided to try and fight me and the while the cougar was occupying me. However, Northern Lion, not one to be completely done in by nature, its very self, decided, you know what, not today. Not today. So, I don't know where the fight ended up being. Trying to see if I can find where I fought. You spotted a dog. Oh, there's the fight. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the dog for now. I just want to make sure I got all the bodies. Okay, excuse me. I'm trying to ignore the monster. Okay, here he comes, actually. Spotted another dog. Keep pressing the wrong button. Ah. Okay. Man, these dogs are actually getting relentless. Okay, we hit him. Gonna hit him and back up, and I'm gonna try and drag them back a bit. Another dog. There's so many dogs here. Our skill with piercing weapons has gone up at least, because we've been fighting so much with them. It's another damn dog. And we got smacked again. We ripped our dress. The dog ran in and like grabbed our dress and ripped it open. And he nicked our right leg a little bit. Okay. That's why we're not hitting very often. We might be better with just our fists because of karate. I'm actually curious to try that. So we killed one of the dogs. Your torso encumbrance throws you off balance. So we're not doing great right now. I have no issues just waiting him out. It keeps upping our skills, so that's fine. He got a bite on us because we're just a little too slow compared to him. And the darkness is starting to creep in on us here as we fight another pack of frickin' wild dogs. Another hit. Luckily, they're not doing much to get through our armor. He might run off now because he's very, very messed up. Nope, guess not. He's actually getting through quite a bit. Okay, another one down. I just want him to die. He's not doing a lot of damage, which is good. You can actually see that he's getting bites, but he's not doing much. We have night vision, so if he runs away, he might not be able to see us. So our night vision will allow us to see a decent amount, I guess, or not. Heard a huge explosion. Just hit no. There's the minefield in the back ended up. We have a decaying pouncer. That is a huge problem. And an NPC. Oh, shit. What? Edmundo Carver. He's got a crossbow, cargo pants, dress shirt, and all this other stuff. Oh, Jesus, dude. Alright. Maybe he'll ignore me? He left. That Edmundo came over and just saved me. He pulped it because it was a zombie. Because it was a zombie, we're going to actually just go ahead and murder it and then leave. So, basically that NPC came over and just saved us. And we're just in a bad spot. We've killed too many damn dogs. Okay, we're alive. So that was interesting. We're fighting some dogs. We killed the dogs. We're getting ready to butcher the dogs, and a zombie pouncer, a zombie cougar essentially, runs over and starts fighting us. We're fighting him off, and what happens? We're doing all right. We're getting hurt a bit, and then all of a sudden, this dude with a crossbow and like a bunch of clothes wanders over and starts firing his crossbow at the cougar. Walks over to the cougar. Because zombies get back up unless you destroy the corpse to a point where they can't, he comes over to the zombie cougar, obliterates it completely, and then walks off into the night. If that guy survives, salute. But I kind of hope he ends up getting murdered in the middle of the night and regretting his decisions, as it were. Okay. So our backpack, turban, chest rig, and dress are all completely messed up in a not so good way. We're in pain, we're cold, and we're unhappy. And our base move speed costs us 130 where it should be 100. But we've got meat. And we've got a good chunk of it. So we're going to cook some meat. There's got to be a better way of cooking meat. But we're cooking it. And we're going to eat... I think we're going to drink the protein shake. Where is the protein shake? I made a protein shake. It might be on the ground. Protein drink. There it is. So let's actually drink the protein drink. We're going to drink some of it, and it's going to slake our thirst. We couldn't drink it all, but we drank some. And I'm going to eat some of the meat. And we're full. So we're full, we're slaked, and it's dark out. Now, I don't know how NPCs work specifically when it comes... I thought I heard him walking around. But I'm hoping he doesn't swing in here and cause problems. So I'm going to close up all the doors. And I want to sleep in the bed, on this bed. So we're going to go ahead and sleep, and we're going to hit yes. And turns are going to pass. And we are well rested. So our skills got upped because we fought a bunch. Your right hand will be frost nipped in the next few hours. Oh, it's that cold underground. That makes sense, I guess. We should probably sleep by the fire. You know, if we want to not be frost nipped. But is it daytime? No. It is not. At all. Alright, so let's set up a fire here. I would like to grab the 2x4. Drop the 2x4. And then light the 2x4. And then sleep by the fire. You lie down to go to sleep, you can't. It's a little hard for you to get to sleep on this rock floor. I think we might be able to grab the bed and drag it. No. I wonder if we can grab the chair and sleep on the chair. What's going on? Why did I... I kind of want to just go ahead and do this. It's in the wall. I don't know if that's a bad thing. But I would like to... There's stuff in the way. Got it. So what's here? We picked up some papers. Can I... Oh, there's a freaking chair right here. So can I move this? I mean, can we sleep on the chair? But I'm not on a rock floor. I'm on a chair. Can't sleep on the chair. Just doesn't work. Interesting. All right. Well, I think that's where we're gonna have to stop this episode. Unfortunately, I'm almost 50 minutes into this episode at this point, so I'm gonna pause here. We're on day 2. We made it to day 2, which is early in the morning. And we're not in a bad mood, and we're still alive. We got our clothes ripped up a bunch, but we really need to get the hell out of here and go to like a house or something. So we'll try and do that tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you for the huge amount of support, but more importantly, thank you for being patient as I learn some things. I hope you guys are excited, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.